Oh, the light's on. All right, we're going to be doing a review. I don't really do reviews very well. But anyway, went to Dollar Tree today. They have a new type of wall-mounted LED battery-operated light. But unlike the wall switch type they had before, this is actually based on cob LED, chip on board LED. I've got one of these out of the package here, but take a look at the packages here. It's a wall tap light. It's got LED technology. Add light anywhere with mounting holes or Velcro tape. Okay. It also has it in French. Now, the cob has 12 chips inside of it, and it gives I'm pretty sure it is cold white. Let's see, switch to turn on off, indoor use only, requires 3 AAA batteries, which are not included. On the back here, we have instructions: switch on, switch off, mounting hole, Velcro tape, which is a lie, by the way. It's not Velcro tape, it's double-sided foam tape they include here. 2 little pieces. It's not Velcro. Anyway, slide to open the battery covers. Insert 3 AAA batteries as shown. As shown. There's the polarity. Reattach the battery covers. 3 AAA batteries required. Sold separately. Do not mix old and new batteries. Dispose of used batteries properly. Dispose, tripier, I'm not French, blah, blah, blah. Frog. That's the UPC symbol. If anybody is interested, somebody with Asperger's are probably making notes right about now. I know how it feels, man. I know how that is. Imported by Greenbrier International, which is basically Dollar Tree. 500 Volvo Parkway, Chesapeake, Virginia, blah, blah, blah. In Canada, DTSC Imports, Burnbury, British Columbia. Made in China, fabrique in China. Anyway, that's what the packaging looks like. Look at that. Okay, there you go, package freaks. You got that one, but I've got one that I've already took out, right? So this is what it looks like outside the package. I still haven't put the battery in. It's got a mounting hole if you want to put a nail in your wall or a screw. It's got little areas where you put the double-sided tape on, right there, right there. But the plastic feels kind of weak, but it's got kind of like oil on it. So if you're going to put the double-sided tape, I would rub that with an alcohol pad and let that dry. Not too sure what these are for. Maybe magnets. Not in this version. We open up the battery cover and we see places for 3 AA batteries. Now, I'm going to put some batteries in here, but not the type that I would recommend. Actually, I only use these for testing. I really do. Today, we're going to use Sunbeam, another product you can buy at Dollar Tree, but I really wouldn't buy these for anything. They're not really worth their weight. Okay, this comes in a pack of 8, right? Okay, 2 alkaline AAAs would probably have more energy reserves than the entire package of 8 of these heavy duties. Not saying that AAA batteries have battery capability anyway. They're horrible. They're like 1/3 the battery capability of a AA. This unit right now, I'm telling you right now, would work much better if it had space for AA batteries, but it's AAA, so let's put the batteries in. Observing the polarity. Springs are negative. Alright, now let's put the battery cover on. Alright, let's turn this thing on. Oh, it is cold white. It's cold white, people. But it is extremely bright. Here. Let me turn the flash off on this. Okay, that's no flash on the phone. And this is the light. So it does a pretty good job. It's really bright. It's really bright. It's cob, but the plastic is thin. What is that? What's that? What's throwing a shadow inside there? Is that a resistor? That's almost on the hinge line. You can see kind of like wires inside, but that's definitely the hinge line. But that's darker. Is that a big fat resistor? Like in the watt range? Wow. That's quite bright. Alright, let's remove the batteries. And let's see. Oh, I might want to turn the light back on. Let me adjust everything here. Alright, is that on? Focus, focus. Alright. Batteries. Again, I would not recommend these batteries at all. I'm just using them for testing purposes. I would not put that in anything other than a very emergency situation. And if you store those things, batteries in there, it's kind of hard to do one-handed. I hope that's not copyrighted, but it probably is. You probably are not going to be hearing me. It's all going to be muted. But that's how things are today, man. Come on. Unscrew those things. Those are focus. Those are self-tappers. They drill their own hole. So you have to be very careful putting them back in. What is in here? What's in here? Wow, this is not very fun one-handed. Not very coordinated right now anyway. That one's not coming out. Oh well. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. Okay. One-handed is not good. All right, we have a wire coming off the negative terminal of the battery pack and going straight to the cob array, and that's not a resistor. That thing we seen, the shadow of which is a switch. I don't see any resistors, so this is going straight for the batteries through the switch to this cob array that's been heat staked on oh yeah, these are screwdrivers. You can also buy these at Dollar Tree for $1. Alright, that's cob array heat staked. Alright. Had to use a little force to remove one of the heat stake. And cob array. There is a resistor. What? Dude, I can't read what you is. Shit. Let's go to 200. You spill everything around here. What am I working on? Where'd it go? Oh no. Got screwdrivers everywhere. Is that the one I need? That's sticky. Sticky gel. Really sticky. Alright. I am going to put weight on you in this manner so you don't flip around. And how in the world am I going to do this? Wow. Where am I? .2 ohm. I can't see the number on that little thing. On the 200, holy cow, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I don't have the setup to do anything like this. What am I doing? I don't have the setup to do this. Oops, that doesn't work. I'm looking like a fool on the YouTube. Hey, some of us don't have studios and benches and shit. Here, take a look at that, okay? I've got the ohm meter on the 200 ohm scale. I am going to put this thing on the other side of this thing here. This resistor. 1.2, it says. 1.1. It's a 1 ohm resistor somewhere in there. So there is a resistor. It's on the board with a cob. So it's taking, I wonder how much juice that thing feeds. How am I going to switch it on? See, well, how am I going to switch that on? You know what I want to do? I want to see how much amperage. That would be nice to know how much amperage that is pulling. But how am I going to do that? That's going to require me putting it back together because it needs to have that switch. The switch won't operate unless it's put back together. Man, I tell you what, I am going to put this alright. Alright, is that going to work? No, that's not going to work. You're just going to have to put the cob inside like that. Make sure the wires are clear of the switch apparatus. Did I already mess this up? No. This will work like this. I will force it together. I will throw sharp screws all over the place, and I'll find them later. I'll put that like that on one end of the corner, and this like this, like that. All right. Does it work? Will it work if I put the batteries in? It might not, well, it won't shine through where it's supposed to shine through because I had removed it from the heat stakes. But will it turn on? Yes, it turns on. Okay. Now. All right. Now, let's do something. 10 amp range? No. 200 milliamp range? Wouldn't really hurt it. It would just overflow. Now, you're going to do this using a multimeter to check amperage. Remember, after you get done doing your reading, make sure you undo these to where it was. Because if you don't, and you leave this in this position, and you want to check not continuity, but volts, that's a dead short. You're definitely going to blow the fuse in your multimeter. You're probably going to melt your leads, and you're probably going to take a dump in your drawers. So don't do that. Okay, what I'm going to do now, somehow, with one hand again, but these leads, don't look at me, I'm ugly. In series. Dear God, I need 3 hands. God, I'm ugly. I need something. Well, I'll just have to do it like that again. Put it like this. Put it like that. can see that somehow. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Everything's just a blur right now. You get over there. I need to stand this on. I have trouble building stuff out of blocks and keeping pages down with quarters. All that. This is getting stupid. I already hear people turning the video off, not waiting anymore. I'm just going to do it freehand. And you're just going to have to trust me when I tell you what the reading is, okay? You're going to have to trust me. .9 amps? No. That's impossible. Do it again. I'm having trouble with the switch. Dude, that can't be right. I'm getting about 4 amps. No, wait. No. What's wrong with me? There's a decimal there. It's 400 milliamps. 400 milliamps. It draws just under a half amp. I've really damaged that switch. You know what? I can glue that back in place, but I bought it to destroy and to show. Let's see. What do I think of it? It's a nice light. It's not waterproof. It wouldn't last very long outside in the elements. This one's damaged. Yeah. It's $1. The only real improvement that I could see to make it better would be, instead of having AAAs, if it was powered by AA's, it would be a respectable light. The lack of Velcro tape, it doesn't really bother me. That I wouldn't want to mount this. You know, I'd hang it from a nail, a pre-existing nail. I wouldn't drive a nail just to hang this on a little nail hook there. But it's a bright little light, even though this is kind of like disfigured. I did the old Joseph Mengele on it. But we had to know this. I did it for science. One must die so others can live. But this isn't really dead. I'm going to use a cob array and something else because that's really bright. And it runs on 4.5 volt. I just have to modify the resistor just a little bit, and it would run off of 5 volt, which would run off of a USB battery pack for a considerable amount of time. So I kind of like it. The only fault is the AAA power source. And there you have it. My teardown of the Dollar Tree wall tap light. UPC code 63927757747. Well, 7's a checksum. You can't go by that. But that's a different story. Holy shit, let me throw the phone around. What is that? What the fuck is that? Where'd that come from? The hair, that's disgusting. Anyway, bye.